Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. I'm Anne. This is Eddie. He normally sits right here in the booster seat, but he's just chilling, sleeping, so we're going to let him be. In today's video, I want to talk about crochet hooks as a beginner crocheter. So many of you would have known that I've just started crocheting, and a lot of you probably came from my other channel, and I don't know, probably updated bit more on there than on this channel. But this is where I want to start teaching what I've learned, because I've always wanted to crochet, guys. It took me over 20 years to finally get it, and I finally get it. I mean, I'm still a beginner, I'm no professional, but something I've learned about is crochet hooks. So what I started off with was these cheap Kmart crochet hooks. And I don't know what I spent, between $5 and $10, I think, maybe like $8. I can't remember, but they were very affordable. I didn't know that there was much difference in crochet hooks, to be honest. I just thought they looked pretty normal, pretty good. I struggled making a lot of things. I thought it was just me as a beginner. And I don't know how I came across videos talking about crochet hooks on YouTube here. And I discovered that every hook is different, guys, and it's likely the reason I have been struggling with some of my work. I've learned it's because some of the cheap crochet hooks are quite rounded on the ends. I'm not sure if you can tell. If I give you, hang on, let's talk about the new ones I just got, then I can compare them and show you. So I watched a lot of YouTube reviews on the best hooks to get, and many people were talking about the Clover Armor. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It just sounds like it should be fancy, like Clover Armor, but it could be Clover Armor. Anyway, these were highly recommended. When I saw the price, to me, they were out of my price range. I ended up putting it on Afterpay anyway, but yeah, these are a lot pointier. So if I get two of the same size, and then I can show you the difference and why it matters so much. So this one is a 5. Let's get a 5 out of here. This is the cheap Kmart one. This is the Clover Armor. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see. Let me try to spin it. See how much rounder this one is at the top, right? That's why I was struggling. It's so hard to push through some of the crochet holes, especially when the yarn does not stretch. That's the problem I was having. And as you can see, the size difference is completely different as well. This one's a lot chunkier, bigger. This one is very pointy. It just makes things so much easier. The gap within there is very similar, and I guess that's why the wool fits in there fine. It's just fitting the needle into the wool, into the yarn. So yes, that's what I've learned. I've had these, for the new ones, for a few days now, and I've been making some stuff, and it makes crocheting so much more enjoyable, especially as a beginner, because when you're not struggling, it's a lot more enjoyable. And when you can crochet a little bit faster than what you thought you could, it's also a lot more enjoyable. So for example, this yarn here is not very stretchy, and I really struggled with the cheap needles. It doesn't stretch as much as this yarn did. I mean, to be honest, I made this with the cheaper hook. I didn't have too much struggles because this was a very stretchy yarn. I could tell the difference when using them. It just blew my mind. Something so simple and common sense that as a beginner crocheter, you really don't consider or think about. I made these last night as well. This is this yarn here. There's no stretch, like there's absolutely no stretch in it. There is no way. Sorry, I've got Eddie's hair all over it. He's not here, but his hair is. Anyway, if I was to use the cheap crochet hooks, there is no way I could have made these in the time that I did. It's so hard to get the needle into the tiny holes in yarn that has no stretch at all. And I even made these earrings here, and I noticed like it's almost impossible to use the cheap hook on this as well, because it does have a slight stretch, but because it's so wrapped tightly around the metal ring that I've created it on. I mean, I am not sponsored by Clover Armour, although I wish I was. If you ever see this little tiny channel, for whatever reason, Clover Armour, like, sponsor me, because I love your damn hooks. I'm really glad I came across those videos by accident, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's really upped my crocheting game and upped my crocheting enjoyability, if that is a word. I don't think there's much more I want to say about that. It's just something I wanted to share, especially if you guys are a new beginner crochet yourself, or you're considering taking up crocheting. I am definitely not saying to go and buy these hooks. For some people it might not be expensive, but for me they were. I still think the cheap hooks are great to start off with. Just be aware, just get stretchy yarn, and if you consider tighter yarns and stuff like that, just know that it is not you that is struggling. It's probably likely the hooks that are making you struggle, is what I've learned. Don't know if you could tell, my phone stopped working on me. The memory was full. I had to delete a heap of stuff and come back anyway. Can't remember what I was saying, but oh, that's right. So I had a heap of viewers from my other channel commenting on my crocheting stuff and suggesting that I should share and teach them how to crochet because they weren't able to understand it either. That's something I'm considering doing on this channel, just sharing what I've learned in a way that I could understand it, for me to be able to finally crochet. I mean, I am no professional by any means. I'm still a beginner, but I was able to make this in my 3.5 days. Does that make sense? My third day, fourth day, third day. I don't know. Anyway, yes, within the first week. So I'm really proud of that. First, I had to understand the basic stitches and the abbreviations for them and how to create them. I still don't know all the stitches, guys. I just learned the very basic ones. But from there, I was able to make so many cool things. I mean, I think this only has the magic ring and single crochets, decreases and increases. And from learning those, I was able to make him. It's so damn adorable. So if you want to see my future videos on me trying to help you understand what I learned to understand, follow me on this channel because those videos are definitely coming. Crocheting has become a part of my life. It's kind of overtaken my life at this stage. Yeah, these hooks, I'm in love with them. I think I'm going to give my cheap ones away now that I have those really good ones, because I find that I just don't use these at all anymore. To be honest, I have this one hook I've had for many, many years, which I don't know why, because I've never crocheted. But I really wanted to learn. I don't remember where I got this one from. It is just one single hook. But it is actually pretty good. If I could remember where I got it from, I'd be happy to buy the whole set of that, because it is quite pointy compared to, let me get the same size and then it would make more sense, right? 4.5. I can't even find a 4.5 in the cheap Kmart ones. But can you see? It's very similar to the 4. Let me show you the new one as well. That's a 4.5 in the Clover. It's a lot smaller than the 4 in the cheap Kmart one. Can you see that? So let's compare that to this one here. These are both 4.5, but as you can see, the Clover Armour is still a lot smaller than the one that I thought was good. And that's why I probably still struggled with that too and never got anywhere. I don't know, guys, but I'm in love with these Clover Armour ones. And once again, I'm rambling. Let's just end the video here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my new crochet hooks. I'm so in love. If you want to see more crocheting stuff, subscribe to this new channel. It's kind of overtaken this craft channel just as it has overtaken my life. But yeah, I really enjoy it. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace out.